Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rhoda, or you can call me Rhoda if you like. My content is around fashion, lifestyle, and everything in between. If that is something that interests you, please consider joining the family. And to my new subscribers, karibuni sana. This video is for you to get to know you, to get to know me better. I ask people over at Instagram to ask me questions, and then I will answer in a YouTube video, which is what I'm doing right now. And I hope by the end of it, you'll be able to know me a little bit better. Can grab a drink, whichever floats your boat. Take that, sis, because there are quite a couple of questions. Some are repetitive, but yeah, I think I'll just like the ones that are repetitive, I'll just combine them and answer them at once. But I really love the questions that you people asked. They are not like your typical questions, but also there are those typical ones in there. But anyway, let me get right into it. So the first question is, where and what did you pursue in campus? Why did you stop practicing it? Where is the University of Nairobi? I am a comrade. And what did I pursue? I did Bachelor of Commerce. I majored in finance, and I attempted CPA. Made one attempted and just realized it wasn't my thing. And why did you stop practicing it? Number one, I don't think that I got like a really good opportunity like to go like really in depth in the finance world. But there's reason number two, I just fell out of love with everything. Like it just wasn't my thing anymore. I realized I was into other stuff. If I had a time machine and I could go back in time, I don't think I would have studied whatever I studied. I would have gone like a really different route and done something at the other end of the spectrum, actually. Something that is not even related to finance. The reason why I actually, if I'm really being true to myself, the reason why I studied finance, I really do love finance, but I don't think like it's my first love. And back then, whatever I really wanted to do was not considered, society did not deem it appropriate for the type of grades that I got, because if I say myself, I wasn't too shabby. My grades weren't too shabby. I would like to consider myself as a book smart, but the course that I wanted was not associated with the type of grades that I got. It seems like you didn't know what you're doing with your life, because honestly, my love has always been in fashion, and yeah, it has always been in fashion. And I don't think back then there was a course that I would really do that would really like make my parents feel like I'm doing the right thing. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. But if I went back in time, I would have actually done something different. Maybe something in the arts, in the finance world, or something in marketing. Because I do believe I'm a good saleswoman. I just realized recently that I can really sell. So yeah, I would have done something along those lines. So yeah, I think that's the reason why I stopped. Question number two, best motherhood advice you have learned by yourself. I like this question. She didn't say the best motherhood you'd give. She said the best motherhood advice you've learned by yourself. The one that I've learned by myself, and the one that I live, and the one that I am going to practice as long as I'm alive, is intentional parenting. And there's a lot of power when you speak positivity to your children's life, and when you compliment them. Because who are you waiting for? Are you waiting for the world to tell your kid that she's beautiful? Why are you waiting for the world to tell that your kid is smart? Why, like, just I I really I'm very intentional about that. I have to keep on reminding my Laika that you're beautiful, you're smart, you can do this. I have to tell her if she does something, even the tiniest of thing, I have to like I just have to give her props. Like, you did it, and you did it. Like, you get, like, I don't want her to get that from the world, because I think most of the time that is where our self-esteem stems from. When you don't get those affirmations from home, you'll go searching for them elsewhere. And I believe, for yeah, you get what I'm saying. I don't want to get deep into it, but I that's the best advice that I would give someone. Be very intentional in your parenting, and compliment your kids, even in the slightest of things. Tell them good job, like, just and teach them the magic words and the importance of the magic words. And the magic words are thank you, excuse me, may I, as in those courteous word. Teach them the courteous word, and I think the world will be very receptive of them. And for them just to embrace who they really are as people. And yeah, that's the best advice that I give. And the other thing that is very important: parent in your own way. Whatever feels right for you and your kid, honestly, just do that. You don't need anyone to validate that, right? Because people have a lot, and I mean a lot, of opinions and advice about parenting. So it all boils down to what works for you and your baby. Anyway, the next one was just love. Sending love right back to you. The other question is, where do you take the thrift clothes that aren't bought? Now, wait, let me combine with the next one. Where do I take the thrift clothes that are not bought? Lucky for me that I have like a good rapport with the person that supplies me the clothes, and in that sense, I'm able to end up with little to no dead stock. Yeah. The other question is, when selling clothes, do you have days where the clothes aren't bought as you thought they would be? Yeah, in business, you always have bad days. But I'm lucky enough because of you people, like the rainy days are not very muddy. They're not extremely muddy that I don't drown in it, as in all the time, like you people really come and support me a lot. Even on my rainy days, the mud is not muddy, if you get what I'm saying. The next question, which type of phone do you use to shoot your IG and YouTube? I use this phone is Huawei P30 Pro. I'm not sure if the phone is still there. I don't know, because I bought this phone like 3 years ago, and when I was buying it, I really struggled to get it because it was the last phone that Huawei produced before they moved from Android. And yeah, in that sense, that it didn't, well, it's a popular phone, but I don't think it got like the right amount of exposure that it needs, because it's a really dope phone. It's a really dope phone. And one thing about me, and you'll realize even as we go on with this video, I do not conform to peer pressure. You will never find, I will not buy an iPhone because every other person is buying an iPhone. I always do my research. When I was buying this phone, I wanted a phone with a really good camera, and I really did my research, and majority of them were pointing at the Huawei, and I got that. Yeah, just invest in a good phone. I think even when I get off of this phone, I'm still going to go for a Huawei, but this time I'm going for, I saw there was is it P50? This one is P30, yes, this P50 Pro. That is currently an arm and a leg. But I think I will go for that. So yeah, I hope I've answered your question. I'm not sure you can get the phone, but you can try searching. But it's a really good phone. I would really recommend it. Someone says perfumes are pricey. Curious to know how you plan and manage to buy them, cause your collection is fire. Yo, I've said this before. Perfumes is the weapon that was formed against me. You see, how everybody like has a weakness about something. I think my weakness is perfumes. I really don't have a lot of control when it comes to buying perfumes, because it's something that I collect, and I intend to keep on collecting. I don't intend on stopping, because it really makes me happy. I like smelling good. Smelling good just really lifts my spirit, makes me just feel good. I just love smelling good. So this person is curious on how I manage. Number one, I avoid going to Sierra Perfumes. Anyway, on the real though, guys, I really currently, kitambo, it didn't used to be like that. I was like I was an impulse buyer. I think I'm a recovery impulse buyer, but I really do plan, and by the time I get a perfume, I know that it's not going to affect my finances, or rather it's not going to eat in the how they called, in the essentials budget. So yeah, let's just say I plan smart. And I work hard. I work extremely hard to afford the type of things that I need. I'm not sure I've answered that, but I hope I've answered you well. I just save. I save, and I just don't wake up and buy a perfume. I'll have thought about it, I've looked, but most importantly, I don't go to Sierra Perfumes, because if I go there, baby girl, I know I'm going to spend. Anyway, just keep soaring. Thank you. Are you a morning person or an evening person? I think I'm a vibes person. Whenever the vibes align, whether it's in the morning or it's in the evening, that's the person I am. Anyway, but then for all honesty, I don't think I can answer that, because there are some mornings I'll be very energetic, some mornings I'm just like evenings I'm very like a night, like I'll be like I want to be a night owl, and then you get what I'm saying. So I'm a vibes person whenever the vibes align. Plug for the bob wig that you add on with the black and white dress. Oh, it's from Human Hair Center. Yeah. Where did you get your round mirror? The mirror that is here, I will insert it here. I got from a contact that I was given by Shazentel. I will leave the contact of the person there. It was pretty affordable compared to the market price. The next question. I love you. I am learning not to shy away from looking good. I like that. I like. Just a minute. I'm looking for the other part of that question. And I can't find it because just a minute. Just a minute. I love you and I'm learning not to shy away from looking good. Okay, I can't find the other, but yeah, I'm glad that I've been of such impact to you. And you need to look good, kid. Please look good, because if today was your last day, would you not want to look good? That is my last mantra. Live like every day is your last day. Look good, dress good, feel good. If that is what makes you happy, do exactly that. You owe that to yourself. Why didn't you go for the Boyz II Men concert? I can see why this person is asking that. Because I think first of all, I'm a Boyz II Men fan, like kabisa. But the reason I didn't go, and this will come as a surprise, based on how much I love music, I didn't go because I'm not a concert person, guys. I'm not really a concert person because of the chaos that come with concerts, especially in Kenya. I don't like hardships. I'm a baby girl, and that's why I think they just spoiled like the whole concert experience for me. But I'm not saying that I would never go for a concert, but for me to go for a concert, I really, really, really have to love that person. And also, coming to think of it, 8K, I would have bought a perfume. You see, I think it's all about priority. It's whatever makes you happy. There's someone who will be extremely happy paying for that concert, but for me, for that 8,000, I'll be extremely happy with getting a cologne. So there's that. I love you and your content. That's it, and that's all. But kuna perfume imekubo. First of all, thank you for loving my content. Thank you for watching my content. I really appreciate, guys, a lot. Kuna perfume imenibo. Sidhani kuna perfume itawainibo, because that is something that I collect. You see how you collect things? I'm sure each and everybody, there's something that you love and you collect. For me, it's perfumes. And at a perfume ikinibo, I'll just stash it away, and then after a while I'll start missing it and I'll go back to it. But you never know. I will look at my collection, and if I see something that I can give you, I might give you. Yeah. Anyway, what's your favorite social media app and why? My favorite social media app, which will come as a surprise to majority of you, is YouTube. I like YouTube. YouTube, like, I feel like it just comes so naturally for me. I don't have it's just so easy for me. And the reason I say it's easy, and I know a lot of content creators will disagree with me, because a lot of people really struggle with YouTube. For me, it's easy because I shoot and, believe it, edit on my phone. That has made the whole experience so easy for me. I tried editing on my laptop, and let me tell you guys, would not be sitting here having this video, because I would have already quit. Editing on a laptop, and those softwares are so freaking complicated. It's not for me. Until I'm able to afford to pay an editor, I will keep editing on my phone. So YouTube is my favorite social media app, because I only have 2 social media apps. I'm only on YouTube and Instagram, guys. I'm not on any other social media platform. Again, as I mentioned earlier, I'm not someone who really conforms to pressure, any types of pressure, peer, nothing. You see, even until I feel like I want to do something, that is when I'll do it. Like for now, like everybody's always asking me why I'm not on TikTok and I'm a content creator. Honestly, sijaisikia ni kama I really need to have a TikTok account. I'm not saying that I can't have one or I'll not have one. Maybe tomorrow I'll wake up and feel like it. But all I'm saying is I don't conform to that pressure. So for now, I'm only on 2. Instagram and YouTube. The reason it's not Instagram, I feel like I struggle a bit with Instagram, especially with all the pressure on there. I don't know, I really struggle with Instagram. I really do. I really do. But yeah, my favorite app to answer you is YouTube. And because reason is because it comes naturally to me. Uh-huh. What? At what age did you get married? Ooh, I knew this was coming. I got married in 2014. Yeah. So how many years? Gosh, I've been married for 9 years. 9 freaking years, guys. 9 freaking years. I'm almost clocking a decade. Yeah. So at what age? Oh, she's been asked at not age, not the year. I was 24. Yeah, and that was in back in 2014. I'm old. 9 years later. I'm still here. The other person asked, how do you maintain your financial stability? I think it's just proper planning. Honestly, guys, it's just proper planning. Let me give a backstory. Back when I was employed, I don't think I really used to major much on savings and everything because I knew at the end of the month I will have like a paycheck. But now this other world is a whole different thing. Man, you really have to think about your finances. You really have to make sane decisions and you have to save. You save like you're being paid to because you know in business, tomorrow might be a good day, tomorrow might be a really bad day, and you need that cushioning. You need something to cushion you. So for me, financial stability. Am I even answering that question already? Just a minute, guys. So to maintain that financial stability, number one, I have to save like I've been paid to. Number two, I cannot rely on one stream of income. I think naweza jita hustler, mi ni hustler. Any opportunity to make money, please count me in. Niiteni. Hata nyinyi mkipata opportunity ya kutengeneza pesa mniite. Anyway, you have to really look for money for you to be able to be stable in this economy, in this Kenyan economy. It's tough. It's tough. But yeah, save and have multiple streams of income. Yeah. Um, how do you keep things sane? Do you feel pressure to keep churning out new content? Huh? Yes, there's a lot of pressure and there's a lot of imposter syndrome. Like just looking at people, it's very easy for you to look at people, other content creators, and feel like you're not doing as much. But how do I keep saying? I keep saying in living each day at a moment. And I don't pressure myself by the way. See must. Mujambia by the way. See must. See must. I do what I can. And I do what I can to the best of my ability. The rest, I'll just leave it to the universe. Yeah, but I never let it, honestly, I never let it get to me because I know I got this. So yeah, of course, pressure utapata, but don't major so much into it. Hi Rhoda, how can you compare corporate and uncorporate now that you've tested both? I love your YouTube. Thank you, girl. And how can I compare both now that I've tested both? Number one, best decision that I have ever made for myself. No, I'm not telling you to quit your employment. Don't do that if you do not have a plan B. But for me, especially how I was in a limbo when I was in employment, like I felt stuck and all that. And I kept questioning myself, what am I doing here? I really, unasikianga kale ka inner voice, like you don't belong here, you need to be out there doing something else. Yeah, I'm just so happy that I listened to that voice because honestly, guys, what I've been able to achieve out of employment, I can't even compare it to back then. Like I've achieved so much. I don't have like small pressures of I don't know how to put it. Words zinanipotelea, and I also don't want to come out in a certain way. But all I'm saying is, personally, I prefer the non-corporate world. I'm not saying that, this is not me saying that I would not go back to employment. Well, if the deal is too good, why not? And yeah, and I also never say never. So yeah, having tested both and comparing to where I was, people are different. Your experiences might be different, but for me, honestly, I love it here, and I wouldn't want to go back where I was or back to employment per se, because I feel like I'm right where I need to be. Yeah, and I'm thriving where I am. So yeah. Any tips on skincare for a starter who has oily and sensitive skin, please? Ni Yesu na matunda. Yo, hey, hata sijui ni kujibuaje, but honestly I don't think I'm even in a position to advise anyone about skincare. I really struggle by the way. I know it doesn't look like it, but I have a really really sensitive skin, that is, niko na eczema mbaya sana. Sometimes it flares up and it's a lot, like I'm left with patches, especially here around my mouth, like big patches, but it clears out. So I don't think I'm the right person, so because I don't even use a lot of products on my face based on that. I just cleanse, moisturize, and sunscreen. Currently all those are from Nivea. You've seen them before, the Perfect and Radiant collection and the Nivea sunscreen. Yeah, that's all. Honestly, I don't think I'm in a position to, especially on the sensitive skin part, I'm not in a position. But if it's too serious, I would advise that you see a dermatologist. Yeah, for me, I just want to know how to deal with the men's period cramps. Oh my god, I'm so sorry that you go through that. I believe no woman should have to go through that. As in, what did we do to deserve that? Anyway, on the second, I think maybe you should see a doctor, because I also know that taking a lot of painkillers is not advisable. And also, yeah, I honestly would not know, because I do not experience immense period cramps, but I advise that you talk to a gynecologist and maybe see if there's a deeper reason into why you're getting extremely immense period cramps. So yeah, and I'm sorry about that. Receive my virtual hug. Which part of your body makes you feel a little bit insecure, and tips on savings? The first part, at this age where I am right now, I don't even think I'm any insecure about any part of my body. But the part that I would want it to get better, again, as I've said, is the eczema on my face. Right now I don't have it. Like right now my skin is perfect, but sometimes it gets so bad, like I have a lot of patches. Adi, sometimes it's even hard for me to go out without makeup, because people will keep on asking nini, and I've had that condition by this since I was small. It's on and off, so I don't know. And I got tired of taking medicine, because the medication that the dermatologist put me on, every time ikiisha they always came back na zilikuwa zinarudi na fujo. So I just got to a point I was like, I cannot, it's not sustainable for me. And yeah, for now I just use the products that work for me, as I've said, the Nivea products, and that's all. Tips on savings. Now, as someone who graduated with first class honors from the school of unaishiaje vibasic ni kama kesho iko promised, then went ahead and measured in YOLOing. I don't think I'll be the right person in answering this, but no. All jokes aside, guys, for you to save, my savings tip, as I've said, like ever since like I started this entrepreneurship journey, my mind has always been on savings first. Like I've become such a different person that sometimes I don't even believe it's me. But I think in life there's a part where you reach there and you really need to save. So my tips on savings: have a budget, work with a budget and stick to it. On your budget, start with your needs, things that you cannot live without and things that you must pay for. This is rent, electricity, food. Those are needs. Then save. Before you go to wants, save a certain amount from your salary, from whatever you get your income from. Then whatever you have remaining, go to wants, things that you want, your heart wants, but it's not a must, e.g. perfumes. Then yeah, those are my tips on savings. Also look, just don't put your money at the bank. I keep telling you this, don't put your money in the bank to sleep there. Yes, I have money in the bank. I'm not saying like I have savings accounts in the bank. Some banks have like really good savings account with good interest rate. You can save in that. Number 2, look for ways you can invest your money. Let your money not be idle, sitting somewhere. Go to check the money markets. There are so many ways. Put your money in the circles. Invest. Look for chamas that you get what I'm saying. Like invest and don't put your eggs in one basket. Diversify and save. Like your life depends on it. I cannot emphasize how much important it is to save, because we have seen go through really dark days. When they had money, they were just chop my money, and I learned a very valuable lesson: save and save and save. Have like an emergency kit where you can just run when things go mrama. Anyway, yeah. Another one, Sambaza Perfume. I answered that. What motivates you more in life? What motivates me? It's my family, my small family. Those people, they really motivate me to be better as a mother, as a wife, as a friend, as in my family. They just keep me. I just want my kids to have the best in life. And yeah, so basically in Anini, my family, they really motivate me. And what else did I want to say? Oh, and poverty. Poverty is the enemy, and I was not born to be poor. Me, I was not born to be poor. Poverty keeps me. Yani nikikumbuka mashida hivi na mkanga mbio natoka kwa kitanda, because poverty is not my portion. In Jesus' name, amen. Tips for a newly married, and what keeps you married spicy. I like this one. No, the thing with marriage, no one will hand you the keys or a book to all the rules. So you have to curate some that work for you and your family, and for you and your partner, and only you. And for that reason, I really avoid giving advice on marriage, because I believe two people, what works for me might not work for the next person, right? So I believe in people finding out what works for them, the two of them, in the marriage. But from what I know, I can try and give one or two. So the first one that this is like generally, communicate all the time, and I mean all the time. If you saw the things that me and my partner call each other just to tell each other, like even the slightest of things that are happening in our lives, like, and I love that, like, we constantly keep communicating. You have to respect each other, find exciting things to do together, and individually. Like, personally, I don't believe that you should do everything with your partner. No, find things that excite you as a couple and do them, and also find things that excite you as a person, and do them. Maybe with your friends, maybe alone, I don't know. But don't lose yourself in marriage. Do not, and I repeat, do not lose yourself in marriage. Appreciate the imperfections, because they're always going to be there. I'm going to lie to you. You see the thing that annoys you the most about your partner. Trust you me, your partner also as a thing that annoys them about you. So extend some grace and know that you're not perfect. And yeah, just embrace the imperfection. And lastly, I know this topic is very huge, and again, as I said, I don't like jumping into it, because again, find things that work for you. But lastly, and the most important, about the bees. Have you heard about the bees and the birds? But the bees and the birds, keep them happy, and keep the bird flowing in the downflow. If you know, you know. Anyway, that's the advice that I should give. But honestly, find things that excite only the two of you, and quit listening to people. Like, nyinyi wawili, just do whatever works for you. Personally, I also do not conform into society pressure. Whatever society deems as a perfect marriage, honestly, I do not sign up for that. I don't. I feel like there's a lot of pressure. And once you start paying attention to that, that's when you lose it. Not a question. I love you right back. Thank you so much. Are you happy right now? Right now, in this moment, I am happy as a person. As me, I am extremely happy, and I'm just happy. I'm happy as a mother. I'm happy as a wife, and I am happy as a friend. But am I happy as a Kenyan? No. Economy Z. No, I'm not happy as a Kenyan, but yeah, generally I'm just happy. Thank you for asking. How much do you charge for a story ad pale Instagram? Just a minute. If one inanichanga. For a story, I charge 1,000 bob for 2 stories. Yeah, slide in my DMs. Also, guys, I also do reviews, YouTube reviews, product reviews, and all that. But you can hit my DM and we can talk more about that. The next question is, hi Rhoda, I'm here to appreciate your content. It's the best. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you as well. Any advice for a 24-year-old? Yo, I think this one. I think I need to do like a whole video about it. Things that I would tell like a 24-year-old me. But the one that comes on top of my mind is do it now. Do it now. Afraid, shaking, that thing that you're thinking about, that thing that you want to start, that thing that you're constantly thinking about, stop postponing it. Do it now. Maybe it's going back to school. Maybe it's quit. Okay, I don't want to use the example of quitting your job, but yeah, if it's that, maybe if you want to get into content creation, maybe you want to learn a new thing, start now. Number 2, choose to see yourself and your past as an asset. Don't exhaust yourself trying to be someone else. You're a beautiful mess. Embrace who you are. You're beautiful. Even though the world might not seem like it, and the world might not be showing you that, and the world that we live in requires so much validation. Imagine, don't conform to that. You're beautiful. Don't exhaust yourself to that. That thing that you're insecure about is most likely your greatest asset and an opportunity for growth. So yeah, your greatest insecurities are often your greatest strength. So nurture that and do that. And lastly, it's never that serious. Honestly, it's never that serious. Sikuwe serious sana hivyo. Hii maisha unaishaje vipesi ni kama kesho iko promised. But yeah, you get me. I think this like a whole, there are so many things that I will tell my 24-year-old, but for now, don't. Just be yourself. Live life. Be happy. Sing. Like, stand in the rain. Dance. If that is what makes you happy, sing your heart and just dance with your 2 left feet. This life is for the living. And also, when the get tough, because I know that sometimes you'll feel like your world is coming to an end, like things are not even moving. You see, when let your walls crack, because when those walls crack, they let the lights in. So yeah, embrace the beautifulness that you are. Yeah, who is your fashion icon? I don't know if this is vain for me to say. I think myself. I have honestly not come across a person who as my exact, and emphasis is on the exact to the T, 100% my style, and that's my reason for saying me. But I do draw inspiration from different fashion icons. Internationally, I have Rihanna. I really love Rihanna. Not everything that's why I said I cannot like point to one specific person, because not everything that Rihanna wears that I would wear. But yeah, majority of the things that she wears I love. And number 2, I really loved Kim Kardashian's style before she met Kanye West. Her style was so good. Locally, Joy Candy, Nancy Wine. Who else really embodies my style? For now, those, yeah. I have a lot. I have like a whole list, but those are the ones that are coming on top of my mind. Your lipstick plug. Honestly, I think Joanna K Cosmetics has to be my best lipsticks. You can check them out on Instagram. And my best friend is Nuba. I used to wear Nuba like back in the day in my 20s. I sort of like, I don't know why it fell off, and now I'm back to loving it again. So yeah, Nuba. Just a minute, I pick my ring. So yeah. Not a question, I just love you. Thank you so much for sending me, guys. Thank you for sending me so much love. I love your content. How do you manage your finances? I think I answered that, and thank you so much for loving my content. I will get nitafute. Any tips on skincare for a starter? I think I answered that. Are these questions repeating? Oh, how are you doing? I am doing well. Thank you for asking. How did you lose weight? Have I lost weight? I think she means the baby fat. Honestly, nothing. And no, this is not me gatekeeping. Let's just say jeans. I'm just naturally a really small babe. I'm quite small and short, extremely short. So I think jeans, because even with my sisters, we all seem to bounce back quite easily. And I eat like a fundi sometimes. Um, also, as a content creator, how to work with brands? Did you shoot your shot, or they reached out, or saw red cards? How to work with brands? Let me answer the how to work with brands. I think let me just answer it like a whole. How to work with brands, and did you shoot your shoot? Did you shoot your shot, or they reached out? For me, lucky enough, my first ever brand, like a big brand collaboration, was with Nivea, a brand that I really love, and I was lucky enough that they reached out. I think, but also it's because I really kept on reposting. I really kept on reposting their stuff and tagging them all. That is another thing that I would advise a content creator. Always tag these people. Let them know that you exist. Because if you wait for these brands to know that you exist, baby girl, do you know how many content creators are here in Kenya? Hey, tuko wengi. Or did they reach out? Okay, from where I am right now, what I would advise you, reach out. Reach out. Like send to 10 different brands. Like we have so many brands in Kenya, and I guarantee you that out of those 10, at least one will respond back. And this is also advice that I should be giving myself, because I also need to start sending proposals and all that. Honestly, in all honest, I don't think I have been serious about it, but I think I need to be serious about it, because as I said, I don't think there's of course there are brands that will notice you because based on the work that you do, but I also think that we should be proactive, and I'm saying we because I'm also not been doing the same. Should be proactive in reaching out, because if something is not coming to you, go to that thing, walk, run to that thing. Rate cards. Rate card is a whole other this thing is, let me tell you guys, I really struggled when I was coming up with a rate card. And then you reach out to people. Number one, people never want to share this information. I don't know why. And I don't know why people feel shy like with sharing their rate card. And the way I struggled, I promised myself I will never keep that information. So I said any content creator who is starting out and you feel like stuck, please reach out to me. I will guide you to the best of my abilities, because also I also consider myself like a starting out content creator. I don't think, yeah, I'm just in my budding stage. So yeah, so about rate cards, let me just try and break it down kidogo without just boring other people who are not in content creation. Number one, the biggest advice that I'll give a content creator: you don't charge me. You charge different, different. Like you don't have like a constant like rate card. Of course, your numbers will keep on growing, your engagement will keep on changing, and so does your rate card. So you have to quote what you think you are worth, right? What you think you're worth. Because baby girl, you are who do you think you are? Anyway, I think I should just do a whole other different video for just tips of starting out content creators, but I think I've given you a bit of an insight. But girl, I know you the person who asked this question, please reach out to me and we can talk more. Weight. Weight, like my weight, my body weight. Honestly, I can't remember the last time I weighed, but I'm always in the same area, 58, 59. Sisongangi kutoka hapo. Hey Rhoda, just here to appreciate your content. Thank you, it's the best. Oh guys, you guys are so awesome. Oh, somebody asked, what advice can you give and for upcoming influencers and YouTubers? Keep consistency. Consistency. There's no other advice that I will give you. Be consistent. If you mbona words inanipotelea. If you say that you'll be putting videos every Sunday, put videos every Sunday. Hold yourself accountable. There's nothing that comes. Good things do not come when you're not consistent. Be consistent. That is the one and number one advice that I would give like an upcoming content creator. And also, usikwe na pressure. Don't rush into it. I know sometimes it gets discouraging, especially if you start looking at the numbers and you start saying, what am I doing this? Don't be discouraged. If it's really something that you really like, keep doing it and your tribe will find you. Your tribe will find you. And your tribe does not have to be the whole of Kenya. Your tribe can be 500 people. And it's okay, so long as you interact with those people and those people make you feel good. That's okay. Find your tribe and be appreciative of your tribe and give your best. Yeah. How did I grow my IG following? If there's one area that I feel like I really struggle is IG, and I have never done anything to grow that following, honestly. Yeah, people just it's just where it is. But I always feel if I put in like the job, like be consistent, because honestly, as I said, I really struggle with IG. But if I was consistent, just put out fire content and everything, I feel like I would have grown more. But also, I think you just have to put in the work for you to grow. Put out interesting content, check the trends, da da da, just and all that. Whatever they said about concentration. Somebody, how old are you? Old enough. Old enough. Anyway, just kidding. I'm at an age that I was not prepared for. Are we always prepared for? Anyway, all the jokes aside, I am 32, going on 16. You look like I'm 32 guys. I'm quite old. Yes, sasa maswali zimepotea. Wait, I had not answered those ones. Just a minute. Next questions. I really need to wrap up. This video is long. What are your pet peeves? The serious ones is people who do not keep their word and people with double standards. Those people really annoy the F out of me. Like, the fastest way to lose me is not keeping your word, because me on the other side, my word is my bond. I really mean whatever I tell someone. So, and also people with double standards, please. Why would you expect someone to do something that you yourself cannot do? Or you doing something and then criticizing someone about it? Please. I really hate those people. The other one is sweat smelling. I know it can be a condition for some people, but I also know some people are just ignorant, and also some people just don't want to shower and be clean. Unfortunately, it's something that I can't. I don't know. It's just that I don't know. I just hate it. I just don't like it when someone smells like sweat. Yeah. Anyway, would you collab with a beginner YouTuber? Why not? If our vibes align, why not? Yes, absolutely yes. Any advice to a new content creator? Ndio tunaanza, thanks to you, Shaz and Mix. Yeah, just start now, today. Chukua your phone, record yourself. Whatever type of content that you feel you're good at and that you want to put out in the world, do that. You're unique. It might feel like the Nini is saturated, but best believe we are different. We are all different. There's always something different to learn from each new person. So start now. You're a beautiful soul. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. Baby number 3. Anyway, no. If it is my will, no. I am done. We are done. Honestly, even from when I was growing up, all I wanted were 2 kids. And it didn't matter whether they were both boys or both girls. But I'm just happy that I was blessed with both genders. And yeah, if it's my will, 2 is enough. But if it's God's will for me to have another child, why not? So as much as I really only wanted 2 kids, I never say never. You never know what will happen in the future. So yeah, but if it's my will, 2. Enough. Done. Completely. Chapter closed. How tall are you and what's your size? I am short. I keep telling you, people don't ask me how tall I am. Just ask me how short are you, because I am extremely short. Borderline dwarf. Anyway, I'm 5'0". So yeah, let me see. Akizi maswali zilikuanga mob. Oh, another one. Why did you quit your job? I think I've answered this in depth in a different video. You can check out the last Q&A. I really went into depth about that. Just a minute. Yeah, I answered that in depth in a previous video, but just to put it, like, just to summarize it, I was stuck. I felt like I wasn't growing, and that is not a place that I wanted to stay any longer, and that's why I quit. But yeah, again, I explained it in depth. The next one is, who are your favorite YouTubers? Guy, I watch a lot of people. Like, I watch a lot of YouTubers internationally. Jackie Aina. I like Mr. Kate. If you're into home decor and all that, check out Mr. Kate. Especially people who do DIYs. She's dope. Who else international? There's a lady called Young Lady Business. I just love her content. She's so sweet. She's the sweetest person on the internet. Locally, let me go to local. watch a lot of local YouTubers. Of course, Shaz and Tell, Mwix Brie, Emily Wawira, Maggie Mwende, Waithera, Sandy Joanne, Miss Kinywa, Terry Kinywa. What else do I watch locally? I watch so many local content creators. Modhoni Gitau, Natalie Tewa. I really love Natalie's content. I'm trying to think. Ni wengi. The list is endless. Do you have time? Do you have time for me to write that list? I watch a lot of YouTubers. The next question is piercings or tattoos. I think I'm a piercings girl. I'm a piercing girl, so I have a lot of piercings. So yeah, we can say piercings. Favorite. God. Nilikuwa nimeona hiyo swali. This phone. The next and the last question is, what's your favorite movie or series of all times? I'll go with series because I'm a series girl. I love a long storyline. So my best series of all time that I go back to watch, and I rarely rewatch stuff, but I don't, because if I may, I have like a really photographic memory, so I don't rewatch shows because I already know what's happening, and that does not bring me any joy. So yeah, but there's only one show that I watch over and over again, and this is a series. Are you ready? Our whole universe was in an ordained state nearly 14 billion years ago. Expansion started. Wait, the earth became to Konya, the dust developed to we build a wall. We build a pyramid. My son is to unravel in the mystery. All started with the Big Bang. Hey! The Big Bang Theory. I've butchered that song, but yeah. The Big Bang Theory. I know there's a lot of controversy around that show, of how it's not funny. I'm sorry to burst your bubble. You just don't get the jokes. Anyway, that's it for this week's video. That's it for this video. I hope you know me better. You have had, in case you've never interacted with me before, I think you have like a glimpse of who I am. And yeah, thank you so much guys for watching. Thank you so much for always showing me so much love. Like, you guys, you have no idea. You give me so much love. Sometimes I'm just like, do I even deserve these people? Thank you so much. I didn't even know I would get so much love on the internet, especially on days where I wake up and I'm like, because guys, I'm not even an introvert. Sorry, I'm not even an extrovert, and am I neither? I'm not even an introvert. I'm an ambivert. I'm somewhere in between. And there are days that I wake up and I just don't want anything to do with social media. Like, I just want to be in my small bubble. And it's unfortunate that everything that I do revolves around social media. And the thing that keeps me going is the love that you people like sent my way. I will never ever take that for granted, and I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm sending you love. I'm sending you good vibes. Just sending you in, and I hope all your prayers are answered. Like, God, I pray that you may answer everybody who is watching this. Just grant them their heart desires. That is all I can send to you. And yeah, be good, be kind to the person, to yourself and the person next to you, and spread love like confetti. And until next time, take care of yourselves. Bye. Nawapenda.